Hey man, what's up? Just getting everything the way I want it first, real quick. Not really, I just felt like doing it again because I've missed it. I have legitimately missed it. And it's just been really helping me. Gonna be a little bit of a throwback one tonight as I'm gonna be playing the first Jurassic World Evolution. I like to come back to it every now and then just because I don't want to completely forget it. I still think this is a good game. Though I still, don't get me wrong, I still think Evolution 2 takes everything that made Evolution 1 work and just, you know, improves upon it, as a sequel should. Let's see. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm just focusing at the second. Ah, shoot. Yeah, this is one thing, jumping back and forth between this game and the sequel, is trying to get used to the first game's controls again can be can be a bit of a daunting prospect, so bear with me. Like, it's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. It's just, it's definitely going to take some getting it just takes some getting used to. Oh, nope. I wasn't done yet. Oh. Let's see. I think one of my favorite questions I get from friends and when I do streams it's always like, Hunter, why are you always building the Jurassic Park era? I'm like, gotta represent my childhood, that's why. I'm just weird like that. Come back to that in a minute. Amen, brother. Amen.
A ranger outpost is now operational.
Let's see. Oh, visitor center's done. A little bit. Well, there's all kinds of weird. There's different levels of weird. Little bit. No, just lay still, baby. Lay still. Ooh, your breath stink. Stinky doggy breath. A little bit. I probably should have changed her name, but no, she responds to it, so there would be no point. She's a good girl. She wouldn't hurt nobody. Only thing you got to worry about coming to my, if you were ever to come to my house, dude, is you have to all you got to worry about is getting licked to death. Our dogs are all sweethearts. Mostly. Dang it. Hang on a sec. It depends. Our dogs really are sweet. They... not a lot, dude. I'm still just kind of setting up, really. Like I said at the start, though, this is a bit of a throwback one because I'm playing the first game. Because I felt like it, because why not, you know? Let's see. Oh, come on. Ah, come on. What can I say, man? I'm feeling nostalgic today. Little bit. Lay down. Oh, no, I didn't mean... Okay. Bye. Well, actually... could do. They're mostly all pits, and they're all sweethearts. They really are. They're all sweeties. Sure, they bark at everything, but name one dog on the planet that doesn't bark at stuff. Anyone who says that pit bulls are mean dogs, our dogs will prove you wrong. They will happily prove you wrong. Okay. No. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. Not really. Just, again, just building a park. Just building a park, as Mr. Hammond would say in Operation Genesis. It's yours. Jurassic Park. It's your job to make it work. Just build the park and populate it with dinosaurs. Lots and lots of dinosaurs. No, this is still set in the JP era. Again, I usually build in the JP era just because, again, for me that's representing my childhood. Though I will plan on one of my streams to do one that's more modern, I promise. Can't say when just yet, but it will happen. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I promise I will. Ah, come on, I had it. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Do you still have that park based on your JP Ruby crossover? Yeah, I still have that file saved. I've never deleted it, and I have no intention to. I want to try and recreate an Evolution 2, but I've been putting it off. Oh yeah, the monorail in these games, you can use it to do some really cool things. There we go. I might. Wasn't that park the one where you had some guys in a call? Might have, I'm not sure. That was a long time ago. I cannot remember right now. Oh no, I think it's in... Oh no, it's in enclosures, that's right. Like I said, I might have, but I cannot remember to save my life, so do forgive me for that. Yeah, I admit I was a little premature. I still stand by what I said though, but after looking into it now, still planning on doing... Yeah, at some point. Yeah, unfortunately, I really regret doing that because now all those streams and those videos I had are now forever lost to time. Real shame. I still stand by saying it was impeding on free speech, and I still feel it kinda is, but that's just me. But I'm not going to get too deep into that now because, you know, what's done is done. You can't go back and change it. Knowing what I know now, I feel a little more comfortable. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, okay, now I remember. Now I remember. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back. Do you still consider Troodon a valid genus? I think it's possible. I mean, again, it's like, it's one of those things where, you know, it's like, I feel like give it a couple more years, they'll change their minds. That's my whole 2 cents. Wondering what I should put in this first exhibit. You will and you'll like it, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would totally recommend it. Though I also recommend the second game more, I would probably say, just because it takes everything that made the first game good and just makes it better. I mean, fair enough. Before I forget. I mean, I guess on some level it kinda is. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I like this a little better. I mean, it technically is a planet. It's just a dwarf planet. But to me, a dwarf planet is still a dwarf. It's still a planet. About to say a dwarf. What the heck? A little... Alright. No, I agree, dude. It's like I'm not arguing with him. I'm just saying. Yeah. Well, hopefully we won't be going that long, dude, but still, I hope to at least that we'll have some fun. I don't know, like, I probably gotta get some flack for this, but I think it's possible Nanotyrannus could still be its own unique genus. But that being said, I do believe that the current fossils of Nano T are just juvenile Tyrannosaur bones. I think it's possible that we just haven't really actually discovered Nanotyrannus yet. Maybe I'm just weird like that. But that's a dinosaur I remember reading about in books and whatnot when I was a kid, so it's like... I'm like, it has to be real in some capacity. That's just me, though, I guess. Nope, come on. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think the whatever current fossils we have of Nano T are just juvenile T-Rex bones. But again, I think I think it's possible Nanotyrannus could still be its own unique species, and we just haven't found the fossils yet. I don't know. Maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the island.
Nope, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the island.
Let's see. Yeah, I heard about that one. I don't know if it's been debunked as of yet, but I think it's more just they said that it's probably not going to be accepted. Which, to be fair, I kind of don't. But at the same time, I will say this about that whole thing. I can kind of see where people were coming from on that one. So, but do I think T-Rex has been like is going to be forever rebranded as 3 different species of animals? No, because I just think that's stupid.
For your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the island.
I think, personally, I think that's more just I think for some scientists, I think that's more just wishful thinking on their part. That's where I come down out of it. This is very true. I mean, if it turns out it actually is, it wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened. But, you know, I'm also one of those people that's convinced that Stygimoloch and Draco Rex are not juvenile Pachycephalosaurus, but they're in fact their own unique species. Again, maybe I'm just weird like that. I fully acknowledge that that's a possibility, and that's the hill that I choose to die on. And Justin, I know you're just thinking, and I know you got to be thinking right now, Justin, you're like, Hunter, buddy, I hate to tell you this, but you're dying in a valley. I don't care. I will die in this valley. Yeah, I'm just like, don't get me wrong. I just feel like, why do I believe that? I just kind of feel like we don't really have enough evidence to prove it. And plus, not everyone in the scientific community is on board with it. I think, like, and this is just going to be me spitballing, and I know this is going to sound weird, but please hear me out on this one, fellas. Hear me out. I think Draco Rex and Stygimoloch could be their own unique species, because think about it. How many different species of antelope or gazelle are there, you know, living in Africa today, and yet they're all in the same family, but they're not all the same animals, you know? Like, there's similarities, but, you know, there's differences too. I know that one's more of a stretch, but like I said, that's the hill that I choose to die on. You know, I totally understand if some people think I'm crazy, but, you know, that's where I come down on it. I mean, and plus, keep in mind, the guy perpetrating the theory on that is Jack Horner. And no offense, but some of Horner's theories just, I don't think can hold a... Damn, sorry. No, that was a funny joke, dude. That was funny. Holy crap. Alright, so, oh, that was great, dude. Holy crap. Oh, holy smokes, that was good. That one, you had me coughing on that one.
Head over to our shop for your food or entertainment needs.
Ah, dude, it's fine. I haven't really done anything, so don't feel too bad.
Toilet facilities have been added for your comfort and convenience.
I mean, that's Red, thank you. Oh my god, somebody gets it. That's kind of where I come down on. Is like, until... But like I was saying, like... Now, I want to make... Jack Horner is like the Alcor of paleontology. I mean, he kind of is! Like, I want to make very clear, I have... Superman the Animated Series. Aw, dude! That... Great, kick-ass show. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, shoot. Disabled. I knew I was forgetting something. Sorry about that, fellas. Like, I respect what Horner's done for paleontology. I really do. But it doesn't mean I agree with everything the man says. Like, the guy says that ceratopsian dinosaurs, or at least, just because we haven't proven something to be true or false doesn't make it so. Yes, I agree. Thank you. Somebody gets it. again, I respect everything that Horner's done for paleontology. I don't want that getting twisted. But it doesn't mean I can. But it doesn't mean I choose to die on that hill. You know what? Let's get a couple trikes going. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. To some, he's a misunderstood genius who wants to spread the truth. To others, he's a windbag who's just looking for attention. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like I said, don't get me wrong, the man has contributed a lot to paleontology, and he definitely deserves all the respect and credit that he gets. I don't want that getting twisted. Oh, dude, dude, I'm big into cryptozoology. Some of my friends think I'm a little weird for it, but hey, that's just me. Let's see. So, Matt Pat from Game Theory. That's probably a very accurate way of looking at it. Yay. Yes, he did technically discover Maiasaura. And Maiasaura was along with like a few other dinosaurs was very shoot, god dang. Heck no, animals are discovered nearly every day. New animal. Honestly, Matt's been going off the deep end with his theories. I mean, yeah, I can't deny that one. But I also don't, but to be fair, I don't think Matt Pat deserves some of the hate, deserves all the hate he gets. I just think he needs to. I just think with some of his theories, the dude needs to reel himself in a little bit. That's where I come down on at the end of the day. Nope. No, come on. Damn it! Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm fumbling with the controls, guys. I'm so used to Evolution 2. You can't be as bad as Geeks and Gamers. Yeah, I've heard some of the horror stories about Geeks and Gamers. I mean, seriously, guy has a psychology degree and he thinks he understands the entire effing universe. Or the quartering. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there's some things about the quartering that I respect, but... El Chapo. Oh, no, shoot. Whew, that would have been bad. Yeah, let's go with this. Bro, save. No, I completely agree with you on that one, dude. I think dragons might have been real at some point. Because the fact that they're mentioned in every... Because the fact that they're, like, mentioned in every, like, major culture in the world in some capacity, sure, there's differences, but it's like people were clearly seeing something back in the day. Again, that's just where I'm coming down on it, and if I sound like a conspiracy nut, well, you know what? That's the hill I'm prepared to die on. I will die on this hill. Or this great valley. Oh, man, I'm saving that one, dude. I'm saving that one. Thank you. Oh, sweet, the trikes are ready. Oh, before I forget, because I know I will. I mean, that could be possible. That is a possibility, but I also think dragons might have been real at some point as well. Dragons are pterodactyls that survived the asteroid. You know, I honestly could... You know what? Call me crazy. I could actually buy into that. I actually could buy into that. Like, no joke. I mean, heck, sightings of pterosaur-like creatures have persisted with things like the Kongomodo. Which, for those of you who don't know, that's a cryptid in Africa. That settles it. I'm doing an Arkham stream. Awesome. Alright, let's get the trikes going. I believe that they found dinosaur skeletons and made up the lore as they went. Same thing happened with the unicorn and the cyclops. You know what? I could... You know what? I mean, again, I still think dragons might have been real. Maybe the fire breathing was a little exaggerated. Maybe it wasn't fire. Maybe it was something that they thought was fire. But again, I'm just saying, you know, we don't know all the facts. That, again, that's the hill that I choose to die on. That's where I come down on it. Oh, forgot. Sorry. Trank. And trank that one. Oh, that's right, I gotta do this. Get you moved over. Ground dragons. I mean, to be fair, you're not entirely wrong there, Red. No, it does not. Oh, shoot, hello. Shoot it. Shoot it with the science. I've never... I mean, okay, with R-rated movies, I can kind of understand the censoring if you're going to put it on, like, public access. Like, you know, like, FX and stuff like that. I kind of understand why they did that. I wonder if we should have anything go with the trikes. You know what? Let's go with a couple Struthies, because why not, you know? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Struthies! I'm sorry, that was terrible. Alright, let's get some signs in here so that people know what they're looking at. Let's see. Or did I go past it? Yes, I did. There's an expedition in France, and I'm talking early. There you go. Oh, Struthies are done. One little, 2 little, 3 little Struthies, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Struthies, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Struthies, and I still got 100 to go. This is my favorite skin of the Struthiomimus in the first game. Very bright and colorful. Justin, look, it's your favorite dinosaur. No, I'm just kidding. They censored most of the Indominus kills, but didn't censor any part of Zara's death. Yeah, like, what the frick? Yeah, what the frick? Television makes no sense. Shoot it! Aw, man, I almost had it. FCC be fickled. Yes, they be. Shoot it with the science! Do 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 do. Okay, let's see. Where's the first one? They all fell in the same area. What the heck? Zara had the most extreme brutal death scene in the franchise. Oh, dude, same. I was both surprised and confused as fuck. Right? You know, but honestly, I look at it this way, Austin. Zara's death, I think... I was the same way back... I know, dude. I'm just messing around with you. I just like to pull your leg. But, like, you know... I'll be honest, like, I was one of those people that initially thought Zara's death was just unwarranted. It's like, you know, she did nothing to earn that death. But then the more I thought on it and reread the novels, it's like, the reality is, folks, I mean, think about how often in real life people get killed by animals. The reality is, people, animals don't care if you're a good or bad person. If you're edible, you're fair game. And unfortunately, Zara was edible. Almost forgot. Prehistoric Planet's first episode was amazing. Dude, that's what I keep hearing. Justin's linked it to me in on Discord earlier today, but I couldn't watch it because I was so busy with work, and I forgot all about it on lunch because I was so hot and trying to cool off. You can't be a dick in Jurassic Park. You just can't. Well, to be fair, it's like, yeah, the novels were brutal. Oh, they very much are. Like, the novels are very brutal. Like, again, the fact that Dennis Nedry dies holding his own gets, like, when Nedry gets blinded by the Dilophosaurus, he feels around his stomach, and when he feels something and he realizes in horror that he's holding his own intestines in his hands. They took it down. Yeah, I figured. Because I tried to go back and watch it earlier once I got off work, but it was gone. I was like, God dang it. Like I said, there's probably ways I can watch it without Apple Plus TV. If anybody knows how, feel free to hit me up on Discord. Becky's! Am I the only one that... like... I'm just having fun, dude. I can't help it. Am I the only one that thinks, like, this is the rainforest skin? Tell me I'm not crazy. Does anyone else look at this skin and think of Prehistoric Park with Nigel Marven? If it's anime, it'll eventually end up on anime pirating websites. You're probably right about that. But yeah, like the rainforest skin for the Struthy, it really does make me think of Prehistoric Park. It's something that would turn JP into an R-rated movie. Yeah, it totally would. It totally would, dude. I mean, it very much is, but it's like... The fun fact about that was that when Spielberg did the movie adaptation for Jurassic Park, he actually basically went and did it the way that Crichton originally wanted to tell the story. See, Michael Crichton had originally wanted to tell Jurassic Park from the point of view of a child, since, you know, kids are so into dinosaurs. And that was partly what what prompted him to actually write the book. However, his publishers felt that the book wouldn't sell. Struth skin looks on par with it. It really does! It reminds me of the Ornithomimus. But, like, so yeah, and Crichton basically kept trying to get his publishers to he kept trying to get his publishers to publish it, but they just wouldn't. Yeah, Prehistoric Kingdom, it's already out, technically. I wish I had a good gaming PC so I could play it. I mean, I probably could play it on my laptop, but my laptop's not... I don't think the kind of laptop I have is very good for, like, PC gaming. Which sucks. Which sucks majorly, but, you know... So yeah, so basically what happened was, to get the book published, Crichton basically went and he basically had to rewrite the entire story to make it more of a sci-fi techno-thriller horror story at points. And he goes into detail about some of the damage that the dinosaurs do. But I do actually respect it, because it gives you an idea of how the damage these animals can do. Like, Nedry's death is a good example of that. Fun fact is, Wayne Knight, who plays Nedry in the movie, actually said he was a little disappointed that he didn't get the same death that his movie counterpart did. In the first game, whenever I have, like, dinosaurs that use the alpha system, I have the alpha differentiated by a different color. That's what I do, anyway. Spoilers, the first kill in the book is a baby. Well, technically, I guess the first person killed we see is that kid that was mauled by a velociraptor, but yeah, the baby. Woo, yeah, the baby. Like, yeah, let's be honest, if Spielberg had adapted the movie still stays faithful to the spirit of the book. Yeah, it really does. That's why when people ask me, do I prefer the movie or the book of Jurassic Park, I'm like, I love both equally, because they both basically tell the story in their own special ways. That said, I have no qualms with saying that I prefer the movie version of The Lost World over the novel. But that being said, I still think the novel's really good, and it's definitely worth reading. But for me, the novel, I feel like with the novel, there's just way too many moments of if Fallen Kingdom put in that baby death in the movie. Jesus Christ. Jesus, dude, that would have been brutal. Oh, I think you mean Battle at Big Rock, not Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, like, because that scene with the Allosaurus going for the baby, like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought they were like, oh my god, are they actually gonna kill a baby? I was like, Jesus! Just like the novel! I still like the Carnosaur movie, even though it's weird. No. You will deal with it. Ah, darn it. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. In horror, fans of the books claps for the reference. Yes. I know. I was actually rewatching the Lost World recently, or more specifically, the San Diego sequence. You know, as hokey as that scene is, why did Frank Miller make Bruce such a wall? I could not tell you that. I could not answer that for you, my friend. That's between you and Frank. You'd have to ask Frank Miller that. I mean, I'll definitely say this much about his Batman. He's a thick boy. Like, that's a thick boy if I ever saw one, folks. I mean, for Fred. I mean, for frick's sake. But yeah, I was recently rewatching The Lost World Jurassic Park, and you know, haters gonna hate, but I still think the San Diego scenes in that movie are awesome. Like, and plus it's kind of, in a way, it's like Spielberg kind of was paying homage to the 1925 silent movie version movie adaptation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World. He just replaced the Brontosaurus with a T-Rex. And heck, in the original Conan novel, it was actually a pteranodon he brought back, or as they call it back then, a pterodactyl. Now you're John Hammond. One of the best lines from Malcolm in that whole movie. I don't care what anyone says. Because in that moment, Peter Ludlow was John Hammond, whether he liked it or not. But, you know, I will actually give Ludlow his credit. You know, the dude was just trying to do his job. He was trying to, you know, he had an obligation to the company. You know, he was just trying to look out for the company. Granted, he did it at the expense of, you know, stabbing his uncle in the back. But again, I actually think that kind of somewhat, again, he had an obligation to the company. So it's like, out of all of the human antagonists in the films, I think Ludlow and Nedry, I would say, are probably the most relatable. Though, again, Nedry was kind of being somewhat a selfish prick, somewhat. But again, I mean, I look at it this way. Nedry himself in the movie says he bid for the job. So it's like, obviously, he made a bid. Hammond agreed it was fair. Then Nedry found out what he was actually doing, and then he was like, damn, I could have got more. I do wish they went with the original climax. Oh, you mean the Pteranodon attack? Also, is it me, or did Miller have it out for Superman? I don't know if it was so much that he had it out for Supes, but it's just... because Superman, I would say, is actually pretty good. Well, in the second film adaptation of The Lost World, they threw away bringing a dinosaur back, considering they just dressed up lizards. I mean, don't get me wrong, Justin. I agree. It would have been cool to see the Pteranodon attack, or at least, I just kind of wish the Pteranodons that are in the Lost World got more screen time than what they did. Just because I love that design. That's my favorite Pteranodon design in the whole movie. Like, I'm not even joking. Speaking of which, not fans at the time had been wanting to see Batman and Superman fight for years. Yeah, don't go cheap on me, Dodson. That was Hammond's mistake, and that sealed Jurassic Park's fate. I mean, yes, and I would actually say yes and no, Austin. I mean, Dennis Nedry, realistically speaking, wasn't the sole reason Jurassic Park failed, but he was the straw that broke the camel's back. Not saying he didn't have a part in it, but the reality is Jurassic Park was always going to fail because Hammond and everyone at InGen really had no idea what the actual hell they were doing. And that really shows by the end, both in the book and in the original, both in the original book and the film. Let me put it this way. For those who've not yet read the book, which, again, I strongly recommend you do, Mills has said he's regretted making Superman a government stooge. Yeah, I think a lot of people were not happy with that. So to hear Frank Miller was not happy with it does make me a little happy. But at the same time, it's like, it kind of makes sense. I mean, think about it. Superman, save Martha. That movie. That movie. I do sometimes wish we could have gotten a director's cut of the 1933 King Kong. Aw, dude, that would have been so cool. A DC-style civil war between Superman and Batman would be interesting. We kind of did... I mean, we kind of got that with Injustice, technically speaking, but I get why people don't like to count that. Pteranodon!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome our Pteranodon to the park.
I mean, but if you look at, like, you know, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns storyline, like, if anybody got, like, the raw end of the deal in terms of all the other superheroes, it was Hal Jordan. I mean, because think about it, Hal got kicked off the planet. They straight up evicted dude. They straight up evicted Hal from Earth. Gotta say, I do like movie Hammond versus book Hammond. He's just such a fun character. Oh, no, Rich. I mean, Austin, I totally agree, dude. I much prefer the movie version of Hammond. Like, he's just a way more likable character. Martian Manhunter trying to keep the peace. It's called Kingdom Come. It's amazing. Ooh, I might have to see if I can find that one. Oliver got his arm torn off. Yeah, but again, think about it, dude. Hal got kicked off the planet. He's a citizen of Earth, and he got kicked off his own planet. What the actual frick, government? But hey, what do you expect? The animated Justice League is the true version for me. I mean, you're not wrong, but he didn't get kicked off. He left. Yeah, but I mean, what I mean, Justin, is that he left willingly, but he still technically was kicked off the planet. It's just he politely chose to leave. But let's be all honest, he got kicked off. What happened to Flash? We know Diana went back to Themyscira. I don't think Flash ever showed up in that continuity, or if he did, I don't think he was part of the Justice League. At least he's not mentioned in the animated movie. I don't know about the comic. If anybody else knows about that, feel free to share. Oh, shoot. But no, I completely agree, dude. Like, I prefer Hammond in the movie more just because you don't want to know what happened to Flash. God dang it, Justin, now you're going to make me look it up. We assume Clark did something. Ezra Bridger got... I think you mean Ezra Miller, not Bridger. Still, that was funny. Okay. Clark didn't do anything. Oh, thank Christ. Thank Christ. I don't think I could live with that. No, it's all good, bruh. Lex Luthor did. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it. What are we going to put in here? That is the question. Dark Knight Strikes Again. Oof, that bad, huh? I'm assuming Frank Miller wasn't really a big fan of that, his work there either, then. What are we going to put in here? That is the question. Starting to learn more about Superbad's rogues. Toybad is arguably the most tragic, at least the version in the animated series. Yeah, Toyman, like... You know, the weird thing is, technically Toyman showed up, or at least... I think there have been multiple Toymen. One of which did show up in Batman, or was that Toymaker? It's one of the two, I know that much. Ah, darn it. Well, yeah. Well, to be fair, in the case of Metallo, that's what happens when you make a deal with Lex Luthor. Went the way of Ada's chocolate Toymaker. That sounds familiar. Yeah, because like I said, that guy was in Batman the Animated Series. I do distinctly remember that episode. I know exactly what I'm going to put in here now. He might have been. Clancy Brown is the best Lex Luthor. Oh, yeah. Your hopes and dreams. Arsehole. Okay. So the Stegos are going to take a while. Oh, no. Isn't he the one that sent Superman into the future where everyone thought Supes was disintegrated? Yeah, that's from, yeah, that was in Justice League Unlimited. Adam West was the Grey Ghost. Which, honestly, that was phenomenal casting. Interestingly, Adam West also voiced the mayor of Gotham in the Batman animated series. I thought that was very fitting. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay, so now that Justin's gone, we can talk about him behind his back. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Watch, he's gonna pull an Eddie. He's gonna be like, aha! I knew it! Kinda wanna try something. Writers really gave us connection. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and that's why Bats holds up. You know what? I can't disagree with that more. I ain't gonna not gonna lie, fellas, I'm a little sad that Season 5 is gonna be the end of Camp Cretaceous. I'm a little sad about that. But, at the same time, given how successful Camp Cretaceous has been, I wouldn't be surprised if they do more Jurassic animated shows. Like, I feel like they should. Like, I really have enjoyed Camp Cretaceous. God rest Adam West. Agreed. So that we still have yet to find out if grass existed in the Mesozoic. Yeah, but to be fair, this is technically... And Robin Williams, unfortunately. Yeah. I gotta say, man, your park building skills are amazing. Thanks, man. I still consider myself an amateur, though. I'm nowhere near as good as some of these other guys you see on YouTube. Like, check out this guy that I'm subscribed to on YouTube named National Jurassic. He does some amazing park builds. He's kind of my inspiration. I just try to make mine parks look aesthetically pleasing. It's alright, man. Nobody can be perfect. Nobody's perfect at anything. I was about to say something that would make me sound really condescending, and I would have hated myself for that. No joke. Awesome, the Stegos are ready. Yep, we sure will. Wait, I did put the, I do have the, okay, yeah, I do. Okay, let's see. Put this one... We'll put one right over here. And one over here. Just in case. Yeah, I've seen some of her stuff. My God, that girl is amazing. Like seriously, I've looked at some of her stuff, and I want her to marry me. I'm joking, of course. Okay, so. Not a whole lot. Shoot it with the science! Yeah, she does. I've seen a few of her stuff. She makes some amazing park builds, like no joke. I'll link it. I'll try and link it in Discord, bro. Shoot it in the butt. I just love that. Just boom. Justin, I've told you before, dude, I got too many as far as favorites go. And as far as least favorite, least favorite depends on what we're talking about. Because like if we're talking like IRL, I don't really have a least favorite dinosaur. Now, if you're talking in this game, it depends on what category. I know that's probably going to sound like a cop-out, and I fully acknowledge that, but again, that's where I come down on it. Just real quickly, gonna get another one cooking. And let's get these guys all moved over to their new home.
Heading to pick up the asset. En route to collect the asset. Asset collection request received.
And ironically, they all start with A, with the letter A. They all start with the letter A, don't they, Austin? Noticing a theme there. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing. Allosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, and a Majungasaurus. Hey, those are all solid. Those are all solid picks, man. Like, no joke.
Asset has been collected. Asset transportation underway.
Heck yeah. Frick yeah. I could get behind that.
Asset delivered. Delivery complete.
I know, I know. Let's see, I think... Yeah, we're just waiting for the other two to get loaded over. Which, here they come now. And this one's just about done, so let me just go ahead and get in position.
Asset has been transported.
Spinosaurus, Compsognathus, Stegosaurus, Troodon, Ankylosaurus, Oronosaurus, Brachiosaurus, T-Rex, and... And what? I can't read that! No, just kidding. Backing up! Backing up! Well, he did say it was his top 10, so... Give credit where credit's due.
Asset
Triceratops. Okay, there we go. Oh, I should... Okay, that... Ooh. Manage staff? If I had to name my all-time favorite dinosaur, though, if I have to say what my favorite dinosaur of all time is, and I know this is like a go-to answer for a lot of people, but you know what? I'm a basic bitch. For me, it's going to be T-Rex. Like, it has to be. You know what? Hang on a sec, fellas. I'm just looking up something real quick. Man, missing a lot of Discord messages. I'll have to worry about that later. Reverse, reverse. Come on. Let's see. Skins. Oh. Go back up, go back up, go back up. Sorry, I'm just looking looking at the Camarasaurus skins. Real quick. I love that he actually bleeped it out. You know what? Let's go with... Clap your hands! Cryolophosaurus fans, anyone? I feel like they should have used that... Ah, dude, that would have been so cool. I would have loved to have seen it in there. No, wait. You know what? Let's go with the jungle. That would have been cool, but, you know, at least it's in evolution, too. Which I'm thankful for that. It's honestly one of my favorite dinosaurs in that game, too. Plus, it's one of the few Antarctic dinosaurs we know existed. Yeah, I saw that. That looks so cool. Been a fan of it since seeing Dinosaur Revolution. Dude, I love that one scene where like those two male Cryolophosaurus fighting, and one of them does like what I like to call a Gorosaurus kick, kangaroo kick. Those of you who are Godzilla kaiju fans, you're gonna get that reference. Alright, Stegos are happy. I have it. It was as cathartic as I was expecting. Man, I forgot how long sauropods take. So I guess while we're doing that, let's check in over here and see how this is doing. Yeah, as you can tell, I went with the rain. This is the rainforest skin. I went with this because it's the closest to the Lost World Pteranodon I can get. Love the skull coloring on the male Rex, dude. That was so cool. Like no joke. Dinosaur Revolution T-Rex design is in my top 5 favorite designs of all time. Obviously, number 1 for me is going to be, you know, Rexy, aka the Jurassic Park style T-Rex. A lot of that is just nostalgia. I will freely admit to that. But again, it's like that movie is just so Broken Jaw design. Yeah, I loved the Ballad of Broken Jaw, as I like to call it. Like, that was such a cool episode. I know some people didn't like the fact that Dinosaur Revolution was like, it was a little comedic, but I honestly didn't mind it. I like that they gave the dinosaurs personalities. Cocky little pick. Walking with Dinosaurs ain't got shit on those designs. Hey, not every design in Walking with Dinosaurs was bad. Some of them just admittedly don't hold up today, like the T-Rex. That being said, I still kind of like the episode of, it kind of looked like an episode of Invincible, didn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna say, I think these games, Evolution 1 and 2, the dinosaurs just look amazing in the rain. Like, I don't know what it is, but the rain details just make the animals feel more alive. That's just me. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Walking with Dinosaurs Rex is not great looking, but looking back on it, but it's a classic look for it. I agree. I actually like the coloring of the Walking with... I think the Walking with Dinosaurs Rex has a good color scheme. I'm just not the biggest fan of that design. I get what they were trying to go for, though. They were trying to portray the T-Rex and the other Cretaceous dinosaurs in that episode of Walking with Dinosaurs. They were trying to make them look a little more sickly, given the environment that they were living in, which... You know, say what you want about it. It's like, I applaud the effort, but I doubt dinosaurs were that bad. Walking with Dinosaur Aloe, iconic. Ah, yes! Whether it be the actual Walking with Dinosaurs series itself, or the special the Ballad of Big Al. I mean, or is it Tale of Big Al? It's like, just, mwah, magnificent. I wholeheartedly agree. At least it's not the Dino King. Thanks, Korea. I still think those movies are good, though. They're stupid, sure, but they're fun. I'm gonna feed you your own heart. He was a man of his word. Oh, was he? Actually, you know what? Hang on, I'm just gonna put in another ground feeder. No, Hell Creek was more like the Everglades. Fair enough. Yeah, I feel like in terms of like dinosaur specials, I feel like I feel like in terms of portraying Hell Creek, I feel like When Dinosaurs Roamed America probably did it better. Sorry, I just knocked my headset. I actually forgot how much I like the jungle skin for the Camarasaurus. Or Camarasaurus, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I have no idea why it made it a volcanic ash field. Again, I kind of get what they were going for. They were trying to portray it as, you know, this was the end of the age of dinosaurs, so they were trying to so they were portraying them like a little more sickly. Yeah, I don't really.
Asset to be collected.
Yeah, the comics are just the boys comic. I will never endorse it. It's bad. No matter how you look at it, it's bad, and that's where I come down on it. And you know, if that's a hot take for some people, let it be a hot take. Let's see. I think it's the step pattern. Or no, let's go with the arid. I've seen a little bit of it from online. I was not a fan. I was not a fan. Well, to be fair, the guy writing it has openly stated, you know, I forget his name right now, has openly stated he doesn't get the appeal of superheroes and why they have such a, you know, why they're still so popular today. It's like, well, then why are you writing comics about superheroes? No, the Invincible comic is good.
Asset delivered.
Let me put it this way: I will watch Invincible. The Rite of Spring sequences from Disney's Fantasia still holds up. No, I completely agree. I completely agree there, Eric. The Rite of Spring from Disney's Fantasia. So he's a hypocrite. Yeah, pretty much. He's also an extreme left-wing propagandist. He is not ashamed to say that. I'm kind of sick of all these superhero deconstructions. Justin, I think you and most people are. I think most of us can say we are. I like this skin. It looks pretty cool. Fantasia is an amazing movie. Hell yeah, it is. I actually wouldn't mind an updated version of Fantasia's Rite of Spring with maybe more paleontologically accurate-looking dinosaurs. Hashtag scales, not feathers. Transformers fans, you're gonna get that reference. You're gonna understand what I'm semi-referencing there. No, Invincible's good. Scenes in Dino King.
Collecting asset.
Looks like a leopard's pelt. Kinda does, yeah.
Picking up asset. Asset requiring.
Oh yeah, like Invincible is clearly done out of respect for the comic book genre. I love the Camarasaurus. It just looks so cool. Was Walt's passion project? Yeah, it was. I just eat both with barbecue sauce. that he actually wanted to do more. I can believe it! I love the Camarasaurus. I think it looks so cool. Don't get me wrong, clearly Boyce is doing something right, but then again, he's still attracting people who like superheroes. Oh, Garth Ennis, that's his name.
Permanent asset delivery. Asset transportation complete.
But didn't make enough money because World War II was going on at the time. Yeah, that sucked. The only character I could tolerate is Butcher. Yeah, to be fair, Butcher's actually a pretty likable character for the most part. It's going to be interesting to see Season 3 introducing Soldier Boy, aka their, as I'm calling him, Discount Captain America. Still got a lot of space. Let's... Oop. Oh, no, go back, go back. Just gonna hide this little area over here because this is not for the public to see. This is where the behind the scenes magic likes to happen, as I like to call it. Oh, they totally would. That's a they totally would. Oh, hold on. Hang on, I had to go to capture mode. Look, guys, it's the rarest dinosaur of them all. A bird. I'm sorry, I'm a dork like that. I don't care. I would actually recommend Invincible, Justin. It's actually a damn good show. And it's not really a deconstruction of superheroes, because the thing is, like, a lot of people have said that, a lot of people said that Omni-Man is, like, supposed to be, like, tries to hide Small World. Yeah. But it's like, Omni-Man's really not so much based on superhero, is not so much based on Superman, like a lot of people think. Like, the creator of Invincible actually said that Omni-Man and the Viltrumites are actually more inspired by the Saiyans of the Dragon Ball series. Like, the point with Omni-Man and Mark is that it's supposed to be like if Goku was sent to Earth as a Saiyan to conquer, and he's trying to get Gohan to side with him. And once you hear that, you actually look back at the final couple episodes. It's like that really does show, and it's like, oh my god, this actually makes more sense now. So yeah, I would actually say Mark is more of the Superman of the show than his dad is. Omni-Man might look like Superman, but he's not Superman. I would definitely say Mark, aka Invincible himself, is more of the Superman of the show. I guess you could say he's Superboy, but alright, let's see. Omni-Man voiced by Sean Schmeckel. I can't help but think we have one more story. He looks like J. Jonah Jameson, which is kind of ironic considering he's voiced by J. Jonah Jameson. I gotta go, guys. Good hanging with you all on the stream. Have a good night, Austin. Catch you on the flip side, bro. Catch you on the flip side, bro. A little bit of a shame, because I was about to add his favorite dinosaur in. Oh well, I can still do it in there. I can still put it in for him. Well, one of his favorites, I should say. Well, wasn't Goku originally sent to conquer Earth? No, he was sent off of the planet because Frieza was going to destroy it. So in a way, it's kind of mimicking Superman's thing in a way. It's... Yeah, not me, thankfully. I don't work tomorrow. I am off tomorrow, and I am going to enjoy it. Night, buddy. Yeah, I'll probably keep going for a little bit. Let's see. Medium carnivore. Yeah. I like the way that looks. Tiger, you okay there, girl? You don't gotta show nothing. I'm in the same boat, Justin, but... Let's see. Yeah, I do. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are elements of the boys that I like, but I will never say that I think the series is good, if that makes any sense. Modify genome. No, I completely agree, and that's why I feel like I just don't understand why he's writing for superheroes. That's where I come down on at the end of the day. And like I said, if that's a hot take for some people, well then, let it be a hot take. I really don't give a damn. Okay. Oh, nope, come on. No, it's really not. Don't get me wrong, there are elements of it that I like, but I will never say that I think it's good. That being said, I have actually toyed with the idea of, like, doing my own take on the boys, but where it actually makes the 7 actually likable heroes. Like my idea was that, like, the idea I had with it was, like, you know, they don't like the fact that they're kind of like, you know, that they don't feel like they're not really being real heroes. They're just basically big publicities. So they're just like, you know, they just decide, you know what, nuts to this. Let's actually be heroes. Let's do some good. Yeah, it pretty much is. Because Garth Ennis wants you to remember that there's no hope for this world. X-Men did it first. Yep, I agree. Yeah, something like that, man. You know what? Let's put in some red trees. Redwood trees, I mean. He pretty much is the same like anybody that doesn't like who criticizes him. He criticizes his works. He's pretty much just, F you, my stuff's good. At least that's from what I've heard, like. But again, I don't really want to talk about that. Like, eventually people are going to get bored with it, and eventually they'll move on. That's where I come down on it. I think what he means is that it's not going to do, you know, it's not all they're trying to hype it up to be, and I agree. It's, yeah, basically. Before we do that, I mean, there is passion, but it's just not the good kind. One of these days he might end up pissing off his audience like Ryan Johnson. I mean, he's pretty much already got people pissed off at him, dude. But again, he's just like, he pretty much is just that he doesn't care attitude. I mean, there is passion in it, in the sense of, like, it's passionately basically ripping on superheroes. I mean, yeah, it's a stupid passion, but it technically counts. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a few lights on. Yeah, the actors clearly are having fun with it, so, you know, at least the show's got that going for it. A lot of creators that want you to know there's no hope for this world. There's always hope for the world. It starts with us being better people. That's the point of superheroes. That's where I come down on it. Like, the whole point of superheroes is, he could pull a Jason Todd, might work. Maybe. Like Alan Moore and George R.R. Martin. Well, to be fair, Martin I wouldn't say was a bad writer. He was just... I don't know, I just kind of felt like he was trying to be too gritty with his style. But clearly Game of Thrones, at least the books anyway, were doing something right if they were as well received as they are, so I can't knock them for that. And the show wasn't all that bad. I mean, that last season could have been better from what I've seen, but, you know, I've never actively sat down and watched Game of Thrones from... It's just because I had no interest, and I still don't really. I love the Allosaurus. I feel like I've said this before on some of my streams, but I think like the Jurassic World evolution games Allosaurus model, I think it's kind of the closest. In between, is like a good in between the Fallen Kingdom design and the Battle at Big Rock, and Dominion designs. At least that's just my opinion. Go in the way of the... No, I agree. That's what I've heard too. Is books are a little on the nihilistic side. Admittedly, I'm more of a fan of Lord of the Rings personally. What you doing, Allo? No, I agree. Or Punisher. Indeed. Let's see. Hang on a sec, fellas. I'm just turn down the music so that while I'm transitioning here, it won't get flagged. Did you find them? Just the parts they didn't like. Like in the House of the Worm, which is a criticism of religion. Yeah, I probably don't want to read that. I would love to see your take on The Boys. You know, maybe one of these days I actually will try and do something about it. I don't know yet. It's not high on my list of priorities, but you know, maybe one of these days. If any of you guys have if you guys have any ideas for that, feel free to share. I would love to hear. And again, Discord is blowing up. ACU units can quickly deploy. Okay. And just going to go ahead and put the music back up. Okay, so yeah, this is my my park that I saved a long time ago. That I did for based on my idea of volume 1 of Ruby JP. Bought being a smaller company under LexCorp. Yeah, I can too. Yeah, I've heard the same. Wait, how many pteranodons can you have? Yeah, this is the aviary. Again, I went with the rainforest skin with the to simulate the Lost World Pteranodon, because that's in my head. That's the version that's in the bird cage. Though I might switch it to the JP3 Pteranodons in my head, just because, why not? I gotta admit, I'm proud of how this turned out. Tell us a little about what? Like, sorry, I'm just confused, so... Oh. Well, it's pretty much just what the name... It's pretty much in the name. It's Ruby mixed with Jurassic Park. It's been a passion project for the last couple of years, even though nothing has really super materialized about it yet, but hopefully in the near future. But yeah, so these are the exhibits. The first stop on the tour is Dilophosaurus Forest, as I call it, which we have 5 Dilophosaurus here. Ooh. Oh, these guys are fighting for dominance. Ooh. He's like, you son of a Gila monster, I spit at your eyes! Finish him. Yes. This is just how I envisioned it in my head, but it may not be perfect, but hopefully I hope you guys like it. Then we head over into Triceratops territory, which has with the leader of the herd, Lady Margaret. Nothing much, just showed off my Ruby JP Park. I've had this file saved for a long ass time. We have with the Triceratops, we have the Ankylosaurus, which probably, Justin, they probably are. The Ankylosaurus being housed with the Triceratops is a nod to the original novel, which, because in the original novel, Triceratops territory, which was the Triceratops enclosure, also housed Euplocephalus and Starracosaurus. Anyways, over here we have Carnivore country, which we have the 2 Allosaurus that are kept here. There's Alice and her sister, who does not have a name. If you guys want to suggest a name, feel free to, and I'll consider it. Whichever name I think is the best will be the one I use. And it doesn't have to start with A. No, we still have not yet seen them in the movies to this day, but maybe someday we will. Oh wait, I should say this is the first part of Carnivore country. Alexa, I like that. Over here we have Gallimimus territory. The Gallimimus exhibit. I tried to have it as open a field as I could. Or in the book. No, we haven't seen them in the book, which is a little sad. This is the other part of Carnivore country, which is of course, Ceratosaurus. We have 3 of them. In total, there are 15 species, like there are in the novel. Oh, I also tried to have areas where it's only areas where the jeeps can go through. So it's why you see areas like this over, or no, is it over here? The areas that are not open to the public. And then of course we have Roberta, the park's T-Rex, the star attraction within T-Rex Kingdom. Give us a nice roar there, girl. Anyways, continuing on. Then we come to this area of the park, which is Brachiosaurus Basin, as I like to call it. Well, why are you thirsty? Go drink. In which we have Brachiosaurus. There's more than this, but it's just I was limited on space for the dinosaurs. Of course, we have Parasaurolophus is in here. Also sharing this area is the Apatosaurus with 4. And we have the Maiasaurs, who are also in this exhibit. Again, I love the Maiasaura. Then we come to Stegosaurus South, in which this is the herd leader. This is Claire. Which that name is actually a nod to the animatronic baby Stegosaurus from the Lost World movie. And by that I mean the Lost World Jurassic Park, obviously. Yeah, we have Stegosaurus, and we also have in here, if I can... the little buggers, we have a crap ton of compies. Well, okay, it's only 10, but I think... yeah, it's 10 in total, but still, it's like we have a lot of compies in here. Really like the way they look. I don't know if Claire's named after that or not. And of course we have Velociraptor Valley. Like the idea is like if the idea with this park is like this is if the park is open to the public. This is the big one. Yes, they are, but that's exactly what they are. This is the big, the alpha, the big one. We have, of course, we have the other 2 raptors, her subordinates, the ones that she didn't kill. And that, in a nutshell, is the park. I'll admit it's a little on the messy side in some parts, but, I'm happy with how it turned out. Like I said, I've had this save file for a long time. Well, no, they're not the fan theories, dude. They actually, it pretty much, the filmmakers themselves with the viral marketing for Fallen Kingdom pretty much did confirm that the big one had changed sex, because in the cleanup operation on Nublar after the events of Jurassic Park, they actually found the carcasses of dead baby velociraptors. Pretty much confirming that nest that Grant and the kids found in that one scene was an Allosaurus. I mean, not Allosaurus, sorry, was a Velociraptor nest, which means that was more than likely their paddock before Muldoon had them moved. Again, and I understand, like, I agree that, do I wish this stuff was more mentioned in the films themselves? Absolutely. But, I will take viral marketing tie-in stuff over nothing any day. That's just how, that's where I come down on it. Like I said, I admit this park's not perfect, but, it gets the job done. Where'd you go, girl? Oh, there you are. Love the 1993 skin on the T-Rex. Classic Rexy. Just gonna turn down the music one last time because again, I'm gonna be ending it here pretty soon, but I did want to show this one off. This was something I did a long while ago, where it was improve the visibility of your dinosaurs using well-placed viewing galleries, platforms, gyrospheres, monorails. Gotcha. Or tours. You could use tours too, not just the gyrosphere. But this is this was something I did a long while ago, and I recently showed this to my nephew, and he liked it. Was showcasing all the species. This was like it was something I wanted to do, showcasing all 68 species in the first game. Thank you for doing that. Thank me for what? Okay, so just okay, gotta put the music back up. So this is every species in the game, including the aviary with the pteranodons over here. And so we're just gonna go through it. Like we have all herbivores at the top first, and then the carnivores at the bottom. Hey, no problem, man. I'm glad I got to show it off. And all the sauropods down here. So we're gonna go through everyone. Here is the Ankylosaurus. Thank you, thank you. And again, I just went with the base looks for all the dinosaurs, just to keep things simple. So we have Ankylosaurus, I believe. Yep, Archaeornithomimus, big bird, burb. Next door is Chasmosaurus, which I absolutely love this. I guess that's like powder blue on the frill there, on the fenestrae. And I believe, and if I remember right, I know there's two types of Chasmosaurus, Ruselle and Bucelli, or something like that. I can't remember which one this is off the top of my head. Next door is Chungkingosaurus. I actually kind of like this green color, not gonna lie. And then, of course, we have Corinthosaurus. This is, for me and Justin, this dinosaur is a beloved favorite of ours. Isn't that right, bro? I love that the base skin is the Jurassic Park 3 colors, because that's where that dinosaur is best known from. I'm kind of sad it hasn't shown up again since JP3. I'm really hoping they'll do more with the Corythosaur at some point. We have next door Crichton Saurus, which of course is named after Michael Crichton, the author of Jurassic Park and its sequel. And I will definitely say, of all the smaller ankylosaurids, both in this game and in Evolution 2, Crichtonsaurus might be my favorite, just because it's so gosh darn cute. Like, I'll actually say, I think I like it. I think I like it more in Evolution 2, just because it's actually, because of how tiny it is. It's like, it's cute. Like, I want to give it a hug. Canthosaurus might have only had one horn. And really, that's the first I'm hearing about that. Interesting. Anyway, next door, Draco Rex. Again, I'm convinced this is I'm convinced this is its own unique species. I actually really dig this dinosaur. I'm not gonna lie. Next door is Dryosaurus, another personal favorite of Justin's and mine, just because it's so gosh darn cute. In JP or JW9, search for God. I'm using that now. Excuse me. Over here is the Edmontosaurus. Taxonomic nightmare right now. Yeah. I leave that to the scientists. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Edmontosaurus. I love this color scheme on the Edmontosaurus. I love the splash of teal on the head. I love the striping on the body. I just think this actually looks like it could be a real animal. Like, no joke. Next door is this is definitely one of my personal faves. Euplocephalus. Really earth tone colors with this one, and I really dig it. Little interesting fun fact for those of you not aware who don't know this, but Euplocephalus is actually any reconstruction of Ankylosaurus that you see depicted in media is actually based off of Euplocephalus, and that's actually because, and this is the interesting part, a complete skeleton of Ankylosaurus has actually not been found. We found tail bones, we found fragments of bones, including the skull and some of the armor plating, but a complete skeleton of Ankylosaurus itself has not yet been discovered. And that's usually because, like, when you're digging for looking for fossils, nature's rarely so kind to you, so you almost never really find a complete skeleton. But some in recent years, paleontologists have actually believed that that Ankylosaurus, the lack of complete Ankylosaurus fossils, even after, all this time, might indicate that the animal was actually ecologically rare in the areas where it's been discovered in. And so as a result, we've actually relied on its close cousin here, Euplocephalus, to kind of fill in the blanks of what it could possibly look like. And this is actually a lot more common in paleontology than you think it is. Aren't you glad you follow me? I'm sure for some of you, all you heard was gibberish. Next up is Gallimimus, a classic Jurassic Park dinosaur. This is the Gigant Spinosaurus, and yes, this is a real dinosaur. I'm not kidding. I'll admit, of all the Stegosaurs, I probably use this guy and Chungkingosaurus probably the least. Could mean that there are other fossils in the ocean. I agree, that's always a possibility. What's in here again? Oh, there you are. Little Homalocephalae. It's so cute! Have a good night. You too, man. And next door to that is Waiangasaurus. I will say, of all the Asian Stegosaurs in this game, I probably use this guy the most. Just because, again, he's so cute. Like, I don't know what it is, but it has a very... Out of all the Stegosaurs, I think in this game at least, Waiangasaurus has the most horse-looking face. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Stop a little bit. Second row. Iguanodon. Easily one of the best looking dinosaurs in the game. Not gonna lie, hands down. I love its eating animation. It just looks so cool. Anyway, next door is Canthosaurus. The only African stegosaur in the game, and I could be mistaken, but I think it's the only African species of stegosaurid in the world. Unless maybe there's one that I'm just not remembering right now. Justin, feel free to let me know in the comments, dude. Maiasaura, my beloved Maiasaura. I know a lot of Jurassic World Evolution players don't like the Maiasaura. I personally do. I love it. It's one of those novel dinosaurs that... One of those dinosaurs from the novels that just hasn't made the leap to the films yet. So I was super happy to see it in this game. That's just me. Next door is Muttaburrasaurus. Here in the original Jurassic World Evolution, it was the only Australian dinosaur in the game. Now in Evolution 2, we have both it and Minmi. Or Mimi. I still remember the old design for Iguanodon. Who doesn't? That old... Yeah, remember we used to think Iguanodon looked like a rhino. I hope they add Miragaia. Oh, dude, that'd be so cool. Here we have the Zudo Ceratops. Was really excited. Not gonna lie, I was excited to see this guy pop up and battle at Big Rock, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it again in Dominion. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm excited for that movie. Especially because it's going to be the first time I've been in a movie theater in 3 years. Jesus. Anyway, next door is Nigersaurus. The only reason this guy is not located in the south part, in the southern, toward the bottom with the other sauropods, is because of how small he is. So I could put him in here. Miragaia would be so cool. No joke. Nodosaurus. I'll admit, I personally love this guy. I think he's cool. Here we have Allura Titan, aka the giant swan. In my opinion, I think this is one of the most beautiful looking hadrosaurs in the game. Like, it has some of the best skins, in my opinion. Like, I really love this dinosaur. I love that they added this one in. Next door is Oronosaurus. I know some people don't like the fact that the sail on the evolution model looks more like a hump. But to be fair, that's actually more... In fact, it's actually more believed... it's actually believed that the sail probably was more like a camel's hump. It will be in Prehistoric Planet. Oh, dude, awesome! That is very awesome. Now I'm even more excited. I personally like the Aranasaurus in this game. I think it looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I like that we now have an official design for it in the movie universe with Camp Cretaceous. Except the Camp Cretaceous Aranasaurus is a little small, in my opinion. Next up, Pachycephalosaurus, based on its iconic look in The Lost World. I'm a little sad that this guy's not in Dominion, or at least I don't think it is. Maybe it might surprise us and show up. I'm really hoping it might. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited to see Stygimoloch back. But, you know, I really want to see the original Dome Head back, too. Yeah, I know you meant the Allura Titan, dude. Next up, Parasaurolophus, an all-time classic Jurassic dinosaur. One of only 4 dinosaurs that's been in every major film entry in the franchise. The other 3 being Triceratops, T-Rex, and Velociraptor. So this guy's a series vet right here. Respect it. Next door is Pentaceratops, which again, like I said in the stream last night, has a very stag-like look to it. At least that's how I would describe it. And I actually really like that, though admittedly I don't use the Ceratopsian as much. Admittedly, just because, at least in the first game especially, because it's a little on the finicky side, like... Because, like, its social group is between 3 to 5, and it can only coexist with, like, 9 other dinosaurs at maximum. So it's a little finicky, but it's still a pretty cool dinosaur. What's in this one? Oh yeah, Polacanthus. Another classic dinosaur from Walking with Dinosaurs. I really like this guy. I don't use this one as much as some of the others, but I really should, because it's a cool dinosaur. And next door to him is his buddy Sauropelta, which I know this is another favorite of Austin's, and I can understand why. This thing's badass looking. Alright, now we move on to the third... Well, the second half... The second... Anyway, just moving on. Sinoceratops, of course, based on how it looked in Fallen Kingdom. Honestly, I absolutely adore that it's a big, chunky dinosaur. It kind of reminds me of a chunky rhino, and I love that. Next door is... Yeah, next up is... Yeah, I noticed that too. This is Stegoceratops, one of the hybrids. And I know this is going to be a hot take for some people, but I kind of like this design more than the concept art from the first Jurassic World movie. I just think this looks better. I wouldn't say it's a problem, but I mean, originally the idea was supposed to be that the only reason those holes are even there is because they're injuries. But I guess somebody goofed and they just kept it in the design sense. I mean, again, I look at it this way. Again, this is InGen's version of this is InGen and Mizrani's take on the Sinoceratops. So, of course, there's going to be some things like shrink wrapping and the holes in the frill. Although I kind of wonder if maybe when the wind blows, like, it whistles through the holes in the frill there, I wonder. Next door to Stegoceratops is Stegosaurus. Another classic dinosaur and a personal favorite of my childhood. Just doing its thing. Over here we have Struthiomimus. Becky's! That's a Gaming Beaver reference. Oh, there you are, Stiggy. We have Stiggy Moloch. Again, I'm convinced this guy is his own unique species. At least until further evidence proves otherwise. Again, that's just where I come down on. That's the hill I'm prepared to die on. Then next door is we have Starracosaurus. A dinosaur that really deserves more recognition than it gets, in my opinion, at least as far as, like, public eye goes. I know a lot of us best know this as Ema from Disney's Dinosaur, but even I knew that before that. Bugs might have lived on frills of some ceratopsians. I know, dude. Starracosaurus is awesome. Next up, we have Taurosaurus. I actually kind of like the bumpy skin on the back of the evolution model. Helps distinguish it a little from the trike a little bit more than just the head. I know that there was that whole thing where Taurosaurus was once considered the adult version of Triceratops, but far as I know, that has been I think that has been disproven now, and it is more or less considered its own unique species. Next, of course, we have the Triceratops. Again, classic dinosaur. And the last herbivore, at least before we get to the... I believe so, yes. It was. We have the Canthosaurus, which... Personally, I was really happy to see... I'm not going to lie, when they announced this dinosaur was going to be in the game, I was super excited, and I love this dinosaur. I've loved this... Like, I especially love that now we have what it actually looked like, because I remember, like, back in the day, we thought this was the unicorn dinosaur, because it turns out the original specimen's head crest had actually been shattered. So we thought it was a very odd-looking dinosaur, but now, of course, now we know more. All right, now we move on to the carnivores. First up, we have Acrocanthosaurus. I know some people don't like the fact that it's big and chunky, but personally, I love the chunky acro. I admit it does kind of look like it does slightly resemble a T-Rex, but it's different enough. No, I agree. It's a very strange-looking animal, but in a good way. We have Albertosaurus. I actually kind of like the crests on the Albertosaurus in this game. They give it a very devilish look, and I love it. I also really love, like, this camo green color scheme. I don't know what it is. I understood that reference. We have, of course, Allosaurus. Looks magnificent. Little bit... No. Sorry. We have the Baryonyx, which, again, I actually really like the crocodilian look to it. To me, I think, I'm convinced crocodile DNA had to be used. Some type of crocodilian DNA was used in cloning the Baryonyx. Like, to me, like, I feel like with in the evolution games, you can see some modern animals in some of the dinosaurs. Like, you can almost, like, you get what I mean? Like, you can kind of see what went into making them, if that makes sense. We have Carcharodontosaurus. Maybe a little bit, Justin, but I still think it looks cool. You can hear Spino Raptor. We'll be seeing her in a little bit. Carcar looks awesome. Moving on down, we have... I think it was said to be Cayman. I know that there's... Yeah, I know that one. There's one guy on DeviantArt, Taurosaurus theorizes that, which... You know, to be fair, I think there could be some credence to that. Carnivores, which, in my opinion, one of the best-looking dinosaurs in this game and in the movies. Like, easily in my top 10 favorite designs. Oh, I just realized! Look who Carnivores is right next to. I swear I didn't plan that. I just noticed that. That's funny. Here we have Ceratosaurus, based on how it looked in JP3, and how it returned in Camp Cretaceous. Again, was super happy about that. Here we have Compsognathus, so tiny that I have to zoom in on him. Yeah, it kind of does, actually. Deinonychus. I know the Deinonychus is one of the most controversial designs in the Evolution games, but personally, and Justin, you and Nick already know this, but I absolutely love the look of it in this game. I don't know what it is. I just love the fact that it looks so weird, but it, like, the weirdness makes it look cool, in my opinion. And like I said, I kind of understand why they had to make it look like this. You know, since we already had Velociraptor, since Velociraptor's kind of like, funny you should say that, Eric. But like, it's like, they had to make Deinonychus different from Velociraptor, so... And personally, I actually saw somebody, if I can remember, I'll have to share it with you guys. It's actually really cool art somebody did of where they actually said, like, they actually think if you, like, the Jurassic World Evolution Deinonychus design looks like they had, looks like it has basilisk lizard DNA mixed into it. And you can kind of see that with, like, the head crest and, like, the fin on the tail. Like, it has a very basilisk look to it, almost, and I can actually see it. Like I said, this is why I feel like you can kind of... With some of the dinosaurs in the game, you can kind of see what went into making them almost, even if it's not what they were going for. Anyways, next up we have Dilophosaurus. Again, super excited that this guy's finally coming back in Dominion. And then, of course, we have Giganotosaurus, who's going to be making its debut in Dominion. And... Oh, yeah, that was a thing in that book, wasn't it? I remember reading that. I mean, reading about that. I personally... I will say this, while I do... Now that we've actually gotten a look at how the Giga's going to look in Dominion, I do like the movie design. But if I'm going to be honest, I still think I like the Evolution model a little bit more. Maybe that's personal bias. You know, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Who's in here again? Oh yeah, Herrerasaurus. Really love the base coloring on this guy. Like, I love the dark green with, like, the lime green. I guess it's splotting. Next door to him, we have her. I should say we have Indominus Rex. This is no dinosaur. Oh, I just realized. Look who's across from the Indominus. It's a Parasaurus. Again, I swear I didn't plan this. It just happened. Oh my god. Anyway, we have Indoraptor. Again, this thing makes me think of a xenomorph. Right. There you are. Check it out, Eric. Majungasaurus. This guy, you got this guy in the game if you bought the deluxe edition like I did. Of course, they did eventually release the deluxe edition dinosaurs as a DLC pack later on, but still. I love Majungasaurus. I love the look of it, and I love it even more in Evolution 2. His own evil laboratory. That's my only thing about Carnosaurus, just that I feel like that's the only thing about the Carnosaur novel I don't like, is that the bad guy in the novel's just kind of a stereotypical bad guy, whereas the main villain in the movie, the female doctor, Dr. Tiptree, I kind of like that she's like a misguided geneticist / environmentalist. I thought that was kind of cool, and I thought that made for an interesting plot. Here we have the metric Canthosaurus, which again, I love the look of this dinosaur. It's a shame that this guy hasn't been in the movies. Like, it technically exists in the movie universe, but we haven't seen it. It's easily one of the most cryptic dinosaurs in the film canon. She was played by Laura Dern's mother. Yeah, I bet you can imagine my surprise when I heard that. I was like, what? I feel like Corman did that intentionally. The Earth was made for the dinosaurs, not humans. Yeah. Proceratosaurus, which, believe it or not, this guy is actually one of the earliest ancestors of Tyrannosaurus Rex. To quote David from Prometheus, big things have small beginnings. Next up, we have my personal favorite hybrid of the three that were introduced in the Secrets of Dr. Wu DLC, the Spino Raptor. I absolutely love I personally think the Spino Raptor looks better here than it does in Jurassic World the game. Justin, would you agree or disagree with me on that one? Agreed, yes, wholeheartedly. Next up we have Spinosaurus. Now, I'm not sure if this guy's going to show up in Dominion, honestly. Like, I know a lot of fans are holding out that it will. Even if it doesn't appear in the film in a major capacity, I'm at least hoping they'll at least mention it, or at least we get a cameo of it. That's all I ask. But that's just me. Alright, we're getting to the end here, boys. Next up, Suchomimus, another deluxe edition dinosaur, and again, based on how, like the Edmontosaurus and the Metriacanthosaurus, I forgot to say, it's based on its look from the Jurassic World website that was promoting the park in universe from back in the day. Not gonna lie, I really love this blue color with like the yellow spotting and striping. I think this looks really cool. Again, this almost looks like it could be a real animal. That's true. I was happy to see it in Camp Cretaceous. Here we have the Troodon. And again, I know this is going to sound like blasphemy, but I kind of like the Troodon. I like to look at the Troodon here more than I do in Jurassic Park the game, if I'm going to be honest. Not saying Jurassic Park the game's design is bad. No, it's not. It works for that game, but I just feel it's a little too... I guess it's a little too extreme for me, I guess. I think it's the head. The head just, to me, looks too big. I think the head of the Troodon of Jurassic Park the game its head is just too big for me. That's just me, though. And of course, next door we have the king of the dinosaurs, or should I say queen, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Telltale Troodons look like aliens. They kind of do. But you know, I will say on that, Justin, I actually will say I think that kind of works in their favor a little bit, though, because the way they're portrayed in that game is very alien almost. Like they're very creepy. Like they're easily the creepiest dinosaurs in the entire series, assuming they're still canon. Like Troodon is easily, in my opinion, the creepiest dinosaur in the Jurassic Park lore. But that's just me. Here we have Velociraptor, of course, another classic. This is the... I actually really like the base coloring with, like, this green color. I don't know what it is. I really dig this green color. Now we move on to the sauropods, starting with the only hybrid sauropod, the Ankylodocus. I'll be honest, I think of all the hybrids, this one's probably my least favorite. That doesn't mean I hate it by any means. I still like it, but for me, I just think the head looks a little too derpy. But it still kind of has a charm to it. Like, I still like it. It just looks a little too dopey. Its head kind of looks like a dragon. Maybe Dudley the dragon. Here we have, of course, the Apatosaurus. I wonder if it's still having that weird... Yeah, I don't know what it is on this particular save file. It's like... On this particular save file, the Apatosaurus has this weird glitch going on with the eyes, where, like, the area around the eye orbits is a little too smooth. It makes it look like an alien. I don't know what it is. I think it's glitched out on the save file. It's a weird... I think it might be a weird glitch. I'm not sure. Brachiosaurus. Really glad that this girl's coming back for Dominion, since it turns out they did save some specimens before Nublar was destroyed. I'm assuming they probably rescued, like, juvenile, small brachiosaurs, maybe. Again, don't quote me on that. That's just my personal fan theory. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Had to do it. Here we have Camarasaurus, or Camarasaurus, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I think this is a pretty cool dinosaur. Next door to it, we have Diplodocus, which I swear it looks just like the Walking with Dinosaurs Diplodocus, and I'm not complaining about that. I love that. That's like the Diplodocus from Walking with Dinosaurs is easily one of my favorite designs from that show, and I was, you know, and if Evolution intentionally designed it to, you know, pay homage, to have their Diplodocus look like that to pay homage, I am more than okay with that. We have Dreadnoughtus, which, not gonna lie, I'm really hoping that if we do get a tie-in DLC for Dominion for Evolution 2, which I don't doubt we will, I'm hoping we will get actually the Dreadnoughtus design from the new movie, because I don't hate this Dreadnoughtus. I don't hate the Dreadnoughtus design from this game in Evolution 2. I really don't. But I do think the one from the movie just looks a little bit cooler, in my opinion, so it would be nice to have that one. That's just where I'm coming down on it. And the last of the big guys we have down here is Majungasaurus, who sadly has not been seen in the movies. Since The Lost World. Dreadnoughtus is going to be in Prehistoric Planet as well. So that's what that sauropod is. Okay. Okay. I was wondering what the heck that was. Its head kind of looks like a horse. Yeah, it does. And of course, last but certainly not least, the Pteranodon. Not gonna lie, guys, I am tempted to do something similar like I did here with this for Evolution 2. But at the same time, I kind of don't know if I can, because I'm afraid it'll lag the game, or at the very least, because, like, I know on the PS4 version you can only go up, I believe you can only go up to like 50 species before the game crashes, I think is what it is. If you're on new-gen consoles or PC, you don't have that problem, which is why I wish I had a PS5, and hopefully maybe in the near future I will get one, but who knows. But yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I am planning to stream again probably fairly soon, I would say. I might do one tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But, you know, hope you guys enjoyed. You know, have a good night. God bless, and I will catch you all later.